Hey guys, we'll give it about a minute or so for people to join up. Just pulling out of the house this morning, heading to a job I did yesterday to do a little bit of check up and clean up, pick up the last bit of trash and stuff like that. Seconds, guys. Good morning, guys. I'm heading out to a job this morning to do a little quality check. System we installed yesterday. And the strangest thing happened. You know, I've never been real big into preventive maintenance. It's just never been my thing. When I did do it, it was sort of, well, I won't say half-assed, but I didn't give it the amount of attention it deserved. But I started to do preventive maintenance again, and I've adopted more of a, you know, a general policy, whereas I charge them a certain amount per year, per system. I used to do it by the hour, even my preventive maintenance. But a lot of people weren't used to that. They didn't like it. And then after that, I just said, people just call me if you want me to do it, and I'll come out and do it. But since I started doing it where, you know, I'll go to a house for a service call, and I'll say, well, if you're interested in preventive maintenance, we can do that too. Come out a couple times a year. It costs, for me, it's $175 for the first system to come out twice a year, and $150 for the second system. And the last couple of days, I had 3 people contact me to do preventive maintenance, and I've almost sort of given up on them. I contacted the certain people from my customer base from before, see if they wanted it, especially some that, you know, seem very apt to do that sort of thing. You know, the people that change their filters, the people that take care of their cars, the people that do maintenance in other areas of their life are more likely to do maintenance with their HVAC system. So 3 people. I had one lady where we converted to 407C actually. It was a trailer system with a Vortex coil and I think a Nordyne heat pump outside. So it'll be interesting going back on that one and checking on it. It's been several months since I did that. Another one was a lady where, I don't know if we have any video on that particular job. I think I did. I did make a short video on it. It was about ream units having TXVs and pistons together, because ream does that sometimes with their stuff. And I'll be going back to that. It's a Goodman unit from, I don't know, 2009 or something like that. 2009, 2010. It might be newer than that. Matched up with a very old ream air handler. So it's always interesting to charge those things, but it charged up okay. It was doing all right. It's got some issues because it's so old in the attic. You know, the drain pan's old, ductwork's a little small, just the normal stuff you run into with mismatches. The third customer was kind of interesting because he said he saw my YouTube videos, and he lives in a little town called Leland, which isn't too far away from Wilmington, North Carolina. And I'm sending all 3 of those guys out there agreements, take a look at it and sign them. As of March 1st in North Carolina, we have to pay sales tax on service agreements, unless you're going to be creative, I guess, and try to rename it something else and try to get around the law. But, you know, the government seems to find me and take money no matter what I do, so I figured I'll just play it by the book so I don't tempt fate. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm glad. One of the reasons why I want to get back into some digital gauges is to do those PMs, because that is maybe the one time that I would do a report. just so I can just send it straight to them after the PM. I used to do them by hand, where I just write everything down and type it up when I'm done. But I'll probably just send them the report for the testo gauges and just send them that. Or I'll just email them to me and put them together into a report. Might make it a little bit easier. I don't really do reports most of the time. God forbid we get into an argument about that. I'm not trying to argue. Reports are fine. I just don't do them. The PM is an exception to that. Seems like a good time to do one. I look forward to using those probes to make it a little bit easier to do the PMs. So that ought to be really nice, actually. I haven't started doing them yet. I gave them the option of doing April, May, or June. Most of them are choosing the former rather than the latter. So there's a lot of Aprils and a few Mays. So I'll probably be starting those next week. I had a job where I was going to replace a package unit and some ductwork. They haven't contacted me back. They said to wait till Friday, which is today. And if they hadn't contacted me, to contact them. This is one of my PM customers as well. So it's one of them things where I'm fairly certain I'll get the job. 90% sure. But I almost wanted to wait another week or so because I could do some of the PMs and get them out of the way. I didn't always like doing PMs like this because you get paid for them in advance. Then it's like you're doing the work after you get paid. You've lost some of that initiative. But I realize that that's the way the system works. And I just need to get with it because most people do their PMs that way. And there was some confusion before about, charging by the hour. People were a little confused by that. It seemed like a fair thing to me, but if the customers are confused and they don't want it, then it doesn't matter. So I don't know how many PM customers I have. Not a whole lot, because I just started doing it again. There might be, 10 or 15 of them. Not a whole lot of them. One of my customers sent me the contract back with the month circled, but they didn't sign it or send the money, so I had to rebuild them. So hopefully they'll join them too. That'll make 4. That was a job actually, that one wasn't on YouTube. It was a York unit I installed in 2011, split system, 3 tons, did the ductwork and everything in a house in, Columbus County, North Carolina, near Whiteville. That's a nice haul from home, and it really would be a nice haul now because I live even farther away. But I like going back and servicing the units that I put in. That's kind of nice. I can see them because some of these units, some of the ones that I put in way back in the day won't be too much longer before they're out of their warranty. So it's been that long. I think one of them 7 years old now. Some of them, the first ones are 7 years old, except for one particular unit that I did way back when. It's been out of warranty for a long time. It was in 2004. And it was a CPLE Goodman unit, which was a 10-seater, which probably went out of warranty in 2009. So it's been 7 years since it went out of warranty. Puts it in perspective how long I've been doing it. Time seems to fly. But I want to talk about preventive maintenance for a little bit this morning. I'll probably come up with a new checklist for my preventive maintenance. I had a list of stuff on the contract that I was going to check, and I'll probably just take it right off the contract and put my list together for the preventive maintenances. I wanted to do something electronic for that, but there wasn't anything that was really appealing electronically. I know the iManifold has a checklist on it, but I don't have an iManifold, and I probably won't use their checklist just for shits and giggles because a piece of paper might be easier to do. That's about it. I'm gonna go to McDonald's to get me a sausage biscuit, and if anything interesting happens during the day while I'm trucking around, then I'll come back and tell you guys about it. It's kind of nice having this live blog thing I can do. But anything you guys have to interject about preventive maintenance, because really I'm sort of a novice in preventive maintenance. A lot of guys have been doing it a lot longer, even if they've had less experience overall than me. So anything that you guys have to say, I did ask some customers. I know companies like Greg Fox and some of the ones around here have what they call clubs. Savings club, energy club, whatever they want to call it. And they bill monthly, but a lot of the people that I asked weren't real interested in that. They just wanted to pay up front and be done with it. So I just said, the heck with it, I'll just do up front. That'll be the end of it. The spring checks will be a little bit more involved because I'll be cleaning coils, and a lot of them had to take them apart. So it'll take a little bit longer. The winter checks typically go faster because there's no coil cleanings and things like that. It's just checking amperages and refrigerant pressure on the heat pumps and doing a combustion analysis on the gas stuff. So it doesn't take as long than taking apart the condensers and cleaning them. All right, guys. Well, I'm about to stop at the McDonald's, get myself a sausage biscuit. I'll see you guys on the next blog. Maybe we'll do one today. If not, I'll try to do a Saturday blog when I'm on my way to the dump tomorrow. If anything else you guys want to talk about, just put it in the comments. I know I've asked you to do that several times, but keep doing it because it gives me material, and sometimes I forget. So I need a little bit of reiteration. But I'll see you guys on the next one.